Hey guys, and welcome back. Apologies again for the short break I had to take. I was pretty busy at work and I kept thinking what is the next step for this tutorial. I was kind of like between two different ideas, and one is kind of we don't have to do it, but I want to do it. And since any action is better than no action, I decided to just go for it and do it, and we'll have it done. And I'm talking to our homepage because I want to change it. I don't like it anymore. It's kind of goofy and funny for something else, for portfolio that is not like technical and for data analysis. Maybe, I don't know, for photography or something, but not for data analysis. And as far as I remember, I mentioned that when we were choosing this template, that there is another template that I would like to try in the future. And so basically what we're going to do today is we're going to go from this template to the template that I wanted to use. So anyway, let's go to start Bootstrap, startbootstrap.com. And if you scroll down, it should be here. Obviously, they change this page pretty often, so you might not see it in here. But it's called SB Admin 2. It's still for free, and it's a pretty nifty template. I think it's really cool for that kind of stuff that we do now. I also want to go towards logins and registration, so just have something very simple for like a profile. Start using some sort of authentication in the future when we go to REST and to React. There's going to be a slightly different authentication, but it's good to kind of see how you approach it in different scenarios. So yeah, I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to just download it. Okay, so I opened the file from Bootstrap, and in here I want to go to index. I'm going to just open it, and it indeed opens on my local machine. Uses the files that I have on my machine locally, and it displays everything. So it seems like we are good to go. We just need to replace a couple of bits and pieces, prepare as the last time, prepare the base, and then just create a couple of pages that will extend the base. Okay, so let's close these. For now, we still have this. So let's go to PyCharm, and in PyCharm, let's open templates, and here are all the HTML templates that we built so far. Not that many of them, so it's going to be pretty easy to replace them. So let's go here, and I'm going to just grab this and put it in here. Okay, and I'm going to copy this to here for now. So I need to hover over templates, and now it's going to ask me, do you want to refactor blah, blah, blah? Yes, I do. Sure, add it, and I'm going to change the name of, instead of index, I'm going to refactor it and call it base 2 for now, and then we can get rid of the base when we are finished and change this name to just base. Okay, and so what do we have there? I actually need to open it again, so let's go to start Bootstrap admin 2. Okay, and let's open it and just have a look here. So let's go Option Command I to inspect very quickly what do we have where. Here is our, let's click on using this tool here. I want to click on navbar. So let's have a look where the navbar starts. It seems like this is our navbar. Okay, so we have some UL class navbar nav. Here's some wrapper for the whole thing. Here is the body. So then we have content wrapper, which only wraps the right side, and inside of it, let me see if we can get the navbar. Yeah, here's the top navbar, and it seems that it stays up, so it's a part of the content, you could imagine, but at the same time, I suppose we can keep it as the base, so we have always that piece on the screen, and then at the very top there we have the footer. So all we need to replace is that middle part there. Okay, so let's go here and let's change bit by bit. So in here we can change this to Mark's portfolio. Analyzing air pollution. Okay. We have some CSS here, we have some CSS again, and then we have this wrapper here, UL, so that's the sidebar, and again we have all those comments, so it's all explained to us. And again, let's go back here, and so dashboard, basically we're looking for something that says dashboard. So let's Command F, dashboard. Okay, so that's the heading. begin page content. Okay, so that's where we end the top bar, and that's where we start the content. So it's nicely split. And so let's create a new index file here. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. Command C, Command V, index2. Okay, let's add it. We're going to extend base2, load static. And for now, I'm not going to get anything in there except for, so where do we, that's the block here, model, hidden content. So I think this is as far as we need to delete. Yeah, so that's the content here, and then hidden content, we don't have any, I think. I'll leave it for now. And if we need it, then we can add it there. But for now, we just need to put the content inside of block content. And so let's begin page content here. So let me just leave my mouse there. Scroll down, scroll down. I still am on the content page. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of it. Okay, and I'm hitting with my mouse this div, and this is how far I want to go. So shift, and I suppose I don't need to get all of it. Let me go back. This might be something that is repetitive. So instead of copying the div container fluid every time, I could, or maybe, you know, no. Let me check one more thing. Let me open, say, 404. Does it use container navbar, 404, next. Okay, text error. So that's going to be container fluid. So every time it's going to be a container fluid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to base2 and delete this. Okay, and I'm going to go and still stay in the same container fluid. So that's why I put my mouse at the level of container fluid. This is where it ends. So I don't want to get rid of this div. Holding shift, clicking here, command X to cut it and paste it here. Okay, and then in here I'm gonna do again block content and block, and that's done. And then this should be fine in here. Let me just option command L for nice formatting. Okay, so all of this is here, and then this will be here. Okay, there's going to be a little bit more work because we already have some CSS here and some assets here, so we're gonna have to again copy those from CSS. We need to copy those in here, and it's gonna ask me if I want to refactor. Yes, add them. It's asking me if I want to add it to Git. So CSS is there, JavaScript. I suppose I need to get those demos for now, so I'm gonna copy all of it here, and again refactor, that's fine. Add to Git, and then we have assets, which I believe there's some assets here. There are images there, and they're not in assets, so I'm gonna just copy images to static, directly to static. Okay, so we have CSS, we have JavaScript, and we have our JS. We probably need something from the vendor. So let me just close those and go back to the vendor, and we have some stuff here. So yeah, I suppose we need to copy this to static, just for now at least. Just to see what do we need to get. I can see here there is some vendor / font awesome blah blah blah, so we need to get those as well using the static thing. And that's why we kept the base, because it's a nice kind of way of saying, okay, first we need to load static. So I'm gonna just load static at the very top. Okay, and then in here we are looking for this stuff. Okay, so let's copy, and whatever there is mentioning of, for example, vendor, I'm gonna duplicate this line and put the stuff that I copied from the base that we had already, just to keep the path, and I'm gonna just paste it here, and that can go. So I'm gonna just Command X to cut it out, and I'm gonna just repeat that. So I need this again, copy, and whatever is on our local machine, we need to again, let me just duplicate it, paste the static thing, and then I'm gonna copy this, copy, and put it in here. Boom. Okay, so that's gone. And I suppose we can do something like Command F, CSS slash, and whatever there's CSS slash, I'm gonna copy this so I have it for the future. And then, okay, so that's it. So we have all the CSS slash. Let's see if we have any JS slash. And here it is. So there is JS here, 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 here. There's a couple of them. That's the vendor thing. So duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So Command D, Command D, Command D, and Command D. And I'm gonna just replace them one by one. Shift, and I think I can move it like this, yeah, so I don't have to copy every time. So let's say I'm gonna replace this. I'm gonna copy only this, so I don't need to delete every time. And then I am going to take this, grab it, and drag it here. Cool. I'm moving stuff like this. If I use Option for this, I can select multiple. Control V, so I have this template here, and now just one by one I'm gonna move them. So they are all gone, replaced with static. Any image things? There's one, there are 5. I suppose we can do 5. Let me just copy this. And go to image. And another image. And now it should be all done, all the images, all the vendors. Let me see, vendors are done. Vendor slash. Okay, all of them are static. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the top. Okay, so CSS, JavaScript, vendor, and images, they're all replaced. So it should be working now. We have this index.2 in here, which is extending base 2 inside of the content. We have the content there. So let's just go to a website to change the index. Go to views. We just want to change this to index.2. Okay, refresh the debugger. Let's go and see how do we look. And everything is working. So obviously we need to replace a lot of things, but JavaScript seems to be working. Charts are working. We are on our local host, so that's our Django. Everything here needs to be changed. But for now we have this cool kind of, you know, we can call this samples, for example, keep it somewhere in the project. So if we want to use a chart like this or like this, any of that can be available somewhere on our system. But obviously as a welcome, we want something that says hello and go here if you want to see something cool. Obviously here as well, that needs to be changed. We need to put our air pollution app, and we can have more apps here. Makes much more sense. Okay, dashboard is not there. Cool. Yeah, so we need to start with the links. So I suppose this should take us to index. This should take us to this dashboard. So let's call this a dashboard. And then in here, we're gonna have our apps for now, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, this is cool. And obviously we can get rid of this as well. Okay, cool. So let's go to base HTML, and in base HTML, we want to find this text. So let's copy it. Control F, Control V, and it didn't find it. Why? Is it like a iframe or something? That's base 2. Side utilities other page other. So we still need to go even lower. New item, nav item, divider, sidebar, message, and draw rocket. That's probably it. And then upgrade to pro. Oh, okay, we couldn't find it because there was some HTML in between. So obviously we want to get rid of this and refresh and have a look. So that's gone. That's cool. Cool. So maybe let's start from the top really. So sbadmin2, let's call it sbadmin2. Where is this? Don't match. Why is it not there? We need to find it. By hand again, soup2. All right, that's cool. So you just need to put a soup tag if you want to have 2. We're gonna just call it Mark's portfolio. Okay, then we want to change this, and the link to it should be href base 2 HTML. Oh yeah, it was refactored. That's cool. What we want to do here is we want to replace it to the welcome URL or the index URL. So let's see what it was. Let's go to our base, our original base, and look for Mark's portfolio. And here is the link. So we need to use URL and website index here. Okay, so now it should work. Let's save it and refresh it. Mark's portfolio, and if I click this, yep, it's loading the index, so it's working. And then dashboard. So we need to create a dashboard. So let's go to views and copy all of this. And I'll keep the dashboard just for, you know, keeping all the samples. Dashboard, and we don't need this. We don't need any of that. We just need to render index 2. So I'm going to call it dashboard without any context. Okay, that's okay. Now I'm going to just copy this, copy and paste, and call it dashboard. Okay, add it. And if I oh yeah, I need to add that to our URLs. So let's go to URLs, Command D, and path /dashboard. Or maybe samples. Let's call it samples. Samples makes more sense. It's not like a dashboard for our portfolio. It's just something we want to keep for the future. No, samples. Samples, name, samples. In views, I just change it to samples, and this will be samples as well. Let's just change this as well. Refactor, rename, samples, refactor, and it should be all good. And oh no, sorry, so that's again, we need to change that too. So we are in website samples, okay? And actually, if you go here, you have the app name website samples, and that's what we need to put in our base in here. So that's going to be samples, and instead of base 2 HTML, it's going to be URL for website samples. Okay, refresh samples, and we are here. And also, so something is wrong here. Why? Oh, it doesn't need a slash there. So like this, maybe needs this. I never know. I always play with this until it works. So let's refresh. Obviously the samples is not there anymore. Samples like this. So if I add, so if there samples, if I don't put the slash at the end, it works, and if I put the slash at the end, it does work. So I'm gonna leave the slash in the view, but anyway, it works. And then if we're in the index, it's the same. So I'm gonna go to index.html. For now, what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say hello, like this, Generate report. Oh, what does it mean? Okay, that does nothing. So I'm gonna just leave this and delete all of this all the way to the end of the block. Just for now, that's gonna be welcome. And do whatever you want. Obviously, if you want to have a nice welcome, I'm not gonna work on it now. Maybe in the future, at the end, we can polish it. But yeah, we have the index that is just like welcome and samples. So it's distinct now. And then we have to get rid of these. So I assume what we can do is we can get like maybe upload form, upload page, and maybe table and charts. Yeah. Cool. We can use it. We can use this kind of approach. So then at the beginning we have like load data, view data, and then we have different options. So really from add-ons down, we don't need that stuff. So I'm going to delete everything from add-ons down. Heading, divider. So do we need to delete the divider? Well, I'm going to leave it and just delete the last one there. So divider stays, then the add-ons go, and we want to delete them as far as the end of the sidebar. Okay, toggle, we leave the toggle. It's this arrow that toggles the sidebar on and off. So if I refresh now, we only have these two. So for now, utilities can go as well. We still need to know what to do in the future if you want to add more. If we have this air pollution here, then we're going to have something else, some other app, and we want this to work like this. We still have our template here, so we can always, or it's downloaded as a zip file, so we can always repack it and check how it was working. We also have all those pages here that we're going to use in the future for like 404 or login, register, and so on. So it's all in here, but for now we can get rid of a lot of stuff, and so utilities go as well. Utilities, navbar, utilities, collapsible menu, and so boom, you go, refresh, and it's gone. So we have only the stuff that we want. We have our index, we have our samples, and in here we're gonna put air pollution and the pages to different parts of our page. Okay, so let's do this very quick. We have our base, and in base I want to go to components. Let me see if we need to change anything here. href, nothing, that's fine. Collapse to, yeah, collapse to y2. Oh well. Yeah, so I just gonna change this to air pollution app. Let me just see one thing. Is there anything that is like multi-level? No, we have only one level. So let's just keep it simple. Air pollution app, and then we get upload data. And then we're gonna have tables, and we're gonna have charts. Cool, much better. Okay, so that's obviously not upload data, view data. And I don't need to click this. Why am I clicking it? I didn't want to go here. I want to be here, and then refresh air pollution app, upload data. Obviously doesn't take me anywhere because the href is not there. But yeah, we have our layout done. Search doesn't work yet. Obviously these will be changed as well. But we can leave it just because for now, they're not going to be useful for now. Okay. Right, so what we need to do now is, instead of having one welcome HTML like this, we need 3 different HTMLs for upload, tables, and charts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create new HTML file and call it upload, add, and we don't need this because we're going to extends base 2 for now HTML, just like here, welcome. It extends base HTML, and then in block content we're gonna have a upload section. Okay, so we need some of this. Probably the styling won't work, not exactly what ideal, but let me see if we have anything that we can steal from this, any forms basically, but it doesn't seem like. Maybe if we go to utilities, pages, register, yeah, so we have some forms here. We can see what kind of styling they're using to get here. Let's try copying straight from here. So okay, let's close URLs, and well, we need the views. No, not here, not this ones. We need the air pollution views, but in a second. So we have this upload here, block content, and then end block. And in here, let's try. Let me see how the samples start. So we just basically start putting stuff inside. So it should be okay if we just started with the row from welcome. So that's our upload file section, and let's hold my mouse here and it goes to here. Okay. Let's copy this and paste it to upload. Okay. Option Command L. So we only have this. For now it's going to be ugly, if it even works. That's going to change to say upload. Any other URLs? No. Cool. Okay, so let's go to air pollution views, and there's going to be a big change here because we don't want this to be just like air pollution view. Let me just put that below for now. Okay, just here I'm gonna do define upload. That takes request. What it's gonna do at the end, it's gonna return something, and it's gonna be upload with some context, which we can steal again from just the beginning here. Copy. Well, yeah, oh no, so that's going to be exactly the same thing, by the way. Yeah, no, it's all good. So, yeah, it's exactly the same thing. So I can just copy all of this. Copy now because I just want to change the name. Or should I just change? No, I'm going to copy and leave the air pollution view for the sec, just because I like it to be safe. I like to play safe. Upload. Okay, here. Context. This can go, and then we get if it's get, then just pass, then just go and render. If it's post, then do some stuff there. And let's go to URLs. So air pollution, I'm gonna just duplicate and make a duplicate here, and let's go to upload slash and air pollution views upload, and call it upload. Okay, save it, and let's see if we get that page. So let's go to air pollution, upload, and HTML. Okay, and in here we want to change this to URL. Air pollution colon upload. Let's refresh again and go to upload. Something is wrong. Extends. Probably extends was missing. Refresh. Okay, the styling is not there. It's pretty neat for now. We don't need to play with the style. So let's go back and get the tables and charts. So we need to do very similar thing here. Go to templates, go to air pollution, upload, copy, paste, and change it to table or table. There's just one table, so just make a table. Add, no problem. So we start with the table again, and so we can get rid of all of this. And from welcome, go down to the table, get the table section, mark where the table starts and ends, and it ends here. So let's go to table, paste, and I'm pretty sure it requires some JavaScript. So let's go to block.js. We're not rendering the chart, Let me see. All the way here, there is, where is it? Where's the data table? Control F. Data table here. Oh, yes. I was doing something funky here. Yeah, I'm getting the air pollution data table. Yes. Okay. I can see that now. Cool. So let's just copy this then. And it's going to be inside of document ready, blah, blah, blah. So let's go to table. And after this block, we want to start block.js and end it. And block, and then it has to say script. And inside of that script, I want to start jQuery document. Sorry, it's like this. Dot ready, isn't it? Let me see. Document dot ready function. Yeah. Table ready function. And that's going to be the function. I'm going to paste it here. Option Command L. So it's all nicely formatted. It seems to be working okay. Well, it seems okay at least. We need to put in base to HTML the JS. Where's JS? Body, script. Okay, these are all the scripts. And at the end, we want to say, hey, if I want to add some more JS, then I'm going to add it in here. And block. Okay, and that's base HTML. Yes, okay. So again, we need the view for our table. So def table request. It's going to be as easy. We need this. We need that context there. And we need to, because we were using this app name for something. So I'm going to just keep it there. I'm not sure exactly what for. And that's going to be the table HTML. Okay. And then go to URLs and duplicate table. Okay. And let's go here, refresh, open, go to tables. Nothing happens. Oh yeah, HTML. In the base, need to change the sidebar. We are in, let's go to tables. So let's go table and go to URL, air pollution, table. Okay, and now we need to refresh, go to table. And it's loading, and I can see that this shouldn't be there, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It is still loading, I hope. Or let's see the console. Maybe there is a, okay, length of null property 404 not found. Okay, let me see. One thing that we want to do is go to the table and get rid of the section. So we really don't want to have the divider, only this. So go back here, these two are not necessary. And in here we want to go to air pollution table. So probably we want to do something like this, slash air pollution slash. So we pretty much make it, you know, we put the full path here from the whatever is the domain slash air pollution table. Now it should work. Yeah. So let's refresh, and it didn't work. Seems like, oh yeah. So what is this? Cannot read length of null chart. All right, chart. is looking for some length. And obviously we are not, we are loading the chart not where it's supposed to be loaded. So I'm going to fix that in a second, but I can see that this is fixed. So if you go to your upload, you want to upload data. If you want to see the table, you open we can have some sort of a loading here saying like, okay, I'm loading. So be patient, and now it's done. And obviously it doesn't have the data table. So we need to add the data table there. So let me just go to base and find the data table here. Data table is not here. That is interesting. So how is it working with, oh, I suppose it's not loaded. So let me just go here. What I can do is I can go to tables here and just open it like this and have a look here somewhere, or just look for data tables, go up, yeah, vendor. So we need to take this CSS, I can copy all of it and put it where we only want to put it where the no, we might want to get it in the base. We need it in the base, so in here I'm gonna add that, and obviously we need to change it to this. And probably we need some data tables. Yeah, this one here. Page level plugins, page level custom scripts. So that's that we don't need this. We only need this. What is this? Custom script for all pages. Okay, core. Yeah. Okay. So we only need this page level plugins, and that kind of says, yeah, we only need it in the table somewhere above the script. So if I put it in here, we should be looking at a nice table on our side. Let's refresh. Static in block. So we need to have the static, just like load static. I think we need to load it underneath extends. Load, oops, static. Okay, let's refresh and give it a second. Let's wait for it to load. Voila. Okay, so we were missing some stuff there. Yeah. So now we are using the data tables, and we're looking at the data from our database. Cool. The last bit will be the charts. So one thing I want to start with is, before we go to charts, I know I'm loading some charts area. So page level plugins, they should go really to, let me just copy this, cut and go to samples. And in samples, I'm going to plug that in here. So instead of hidden content, we are not using any hidden content. We have JS, and I'm going to just put that in here and beautify it. So now if I refresh, I'm not getting all those errors that I'm loading something and I'm looking for some HTML code, but it's not there, so I'm crashing. But if I go to samples, oh, it's not finding something, but that's okay. It's something small. I go to samples and it's still there. Those charts are being generated because the JavaScript is there, but only for the samples. Then if I go to the table, no errors. We wait for the table to get loaded, and it loads. Cool. Last part is the charts. So let's go to views, maybe, and let's copy all of this. And there's a lot of repetition I can see, but I suppose they all, oh no, sorry. So we are using different HTML. So charts, and then change this to charts, and copy table, copy, paste, change it to charts, enter, add, and then URLs, just duplicate, Control D, charts, and charts. Okay, so we have views, URLs, and the template is there. All we need to do is we need to change it to what we had in welcome HTML in our old way. So we delete whatever is in content block. I'll leave this for now. I don't need this for sure. But we probably need some of this here, so I'm gonna just leave it for now. obviously, okay, let's start from the beginning. So it's visual section. I'm not gonna look at this icon and the visuals. That's what I need. So I'm gonna go from here to here, it seems. Copy. Charts. Put it to the content. Delete that. Boom. So the content is being, the HTML content is there, and obviously we don't need the data table thing, but we need to make the document to be loaded. So we say, hey, when the document is ready, do this. And so I think there was something outside of it though. Like if I go to the block, yeah, so there is a function that I want to put before render chart. So let's copy all of this, copy, and go to charts, put it outside of document ready. So it's here, Option Command L for beautifying. It seems to be in the right position. It starts here, it ends here, it's highlighted. And now I can take the rest from welcome, and now I'm inside of the ready. That's the data table, so whatever is not the data table will be mine. Here, copy, charts, inside of document ready, paste, Option Command L just to make sure everything is in the right place. Okay, I think it should be it. HTML in base 2. So let's go to charts, Control F, and look for charts, and we want to get that into the URL of air pollution charts. Okay, now we should probably refresh. Oh, it was, okay. And now let's go to charts. Oh, I know why I wanted to pass the where I am, because I want to keep that open. If I'm in air pollution, in views, I'm passing this app name, and I want to make sure that this is opened. So we need to fix that as well. So the table is working and the charts. Okay, let me see if it's getting there. Option Command I. Oh, okay, the same problem as we had with the table. We need to make sure that it knows where to go. So for now, it's like, it's not the perfect way of asking for information. Just kind of saying like, wherever you are and you are here, it's air pollution / charts, add this to the endpoint and look for data there. What I need to say is, I need to say, hey, no, go to the domain / air pollution / this, and then it's gonna know, okay, this is where it is, because in URLs it's actually like this. It's air pollution / air pollution data table, or visual data 1, visual data 2. So /. So this way I'm telling JavaScript that, hey, there is a domain here, and then /, and so this is kind of like absolute path to the endpoint. / and that's it. So let's refresh. Chart is not defined. Yes. The chart that I took away and put in here, I should also put in charts before all of it here. Before the script, I need to load the chart. It's all coming together. Refresh, no errors, loaded, boom. Something weird, okay, so it didn't have much space before. Now it seems to be working. If I start putting some data in here, it seems to be working. Yep, data is coming. So, yep, it seems to be all good. The last thing, and I know it's super long, this video, the last thing, we want to keep this opened, or opened when we are in air pollution. So let's, using this debugger, actually we can check what the hell are we passing here. So let's just put a breakpoint here, and let's go to the table, and let's go and see, let's go to the table, and let's see what we are getting there. So in context, we are getting air pollution. Okay, so we need to make sure that if we're looking at app name air pollution, this needs to be opened. So let's go to, let's go to base 2, and in here we have collapsed. This here needs to be in the if statement. If app name air pollution, then it shouldn't be collapsed. So if it's not really air pollution, and if, okay, so it's not air pollution, then keep it collapsed. Okay, I'm gonna put the space here, doesn't really matter. If I do collapse, and now if app name equals air pollution, then do show and if. Okay, and let's give it a go. Refresh. Oh yeah, so it's, if I go to samples, it doesn't show, but then if I go to upload, it's still opened, and that's what I wanted to achieve. Cool beans. Yep, that's all I wanted to achieve. So we need to get rid of what we had before. So we only have this, and we don't have this number 2 in there. Base, I'll just delete the base. So you go, delete anyway, and I'll change your name to this base. Refactor, no, refactor, rename, base HTML, that's cool, and then index, you're gone, okay, delete anyway, and then I'm gonna, what's the refactor of Shift F6, okay, so Shift F6, and then just make it index, and now it's working, and the rest is fine. I suppose if I go to index, let's see, base HTML, it's all using base HTML. Okay, so it did refactor indeed the code. All the base 2 is gone. So let's make sure that that should be okay. And now in the views, so I did close the views, but I didn't want to close them yet. We have this air pollution here, the big air pollution that we used before with the welcome HTML. That's gone because we use it in here, in the upload mostly, and then we have the table here on charts, and these are the Ajax calls, so that stays the same. The only thing here is that if we have some messages there, it doesn't really show us the message, so I could just go to welcome and look for the message. What do you do with the message, mister? Tell me, what do you do with the message? For now we were just like putting this message success, if there is any. So if I go to upload, and if we check how upload look like, oh, air pollution is not there because I just deleted it. So refresh and go to the table. So we might just put like a window here saying, or above upload. Okay, upload. No, above the table. We can just put, for now, just message success. So if I go and try to upload something, let's just make sure that we are indeed ready for uploading data. Oops, doesn't work. Why? Okay, I was looking for this problem for a good while. I don't know why Chrome doesn't allow me to choose a file, but if I go to Safari, enter, go, and go to 127, and go to upload, choose 2014, and choose the file, upload, give it a moment to upload. But it's working. For some reason it does work in Safari and it doesn't work in Chrome, and I need to figure it out why. But for now it is working. I can see file uploaded successfully. If we go to our table, it is still loading, yeah. And then we get our charts, and we do have our data for 2014. I can see 15 and 16. So it seems like it did work. Okay, I know it was very long, but now we have this nifty, cool template, and we can continue. We can go into class-based views and some logging, registering, and then move to Django REST framework and React. So all of this now, this cool template can be moved to React in the future, very near future, I would say.